Hello everybody, this is Brian with Vermillion Enterprises. Today is June 1st, 2025, Sunday afternoon. Had a great weekend and came into the shop, tidy up some things, and I thought I'd do a short little video here answering a couple questions from the YouTube Nation that we got over the weekend, or maybe the last couple days. And then also updating some generic silver pricing for you guys and gals, and I'll highlight that tomorrow morning in the premiums video, Monday morning. But I thought we'd get a start on that now. I'm excited about the new way I'm going to be approaching generic silver, and that's all predicated off of the flash sale I did on Saturday. So we'll talk about that at the end of the video. But first, I thought we'd go over some questions that some commenters left on a couple of our recent videos. So let's go through. There's 3 of them here, so it's not going to take a lot of time here. And besides, that's Sunday afternoon. All right. Frosty8244 asked, question for Brian. Honest answer, please. That's all I give. Brian, what do you think will happen if the government takes all cash out of circulation? Straightforward answer, don't hold back. Brian is the most honest dealer I know, so yeah, what do you say, Brian? Thanks so much, guys. I know there's a lot of fear that's promoted on social media regarding cash money. I don't really buy into any of it. Congressmen and women, even on the far left, has said that we can never go cashless. After Hurricane Katrina came through, they admit it's like we have to have cash. So I'm not worried about that. I don't think about that. I don't get negative about that. The banks today in 2025 are very willing to deal with cash. They're just not stocking it. So that's a problem for us. It's just the fact that the banks aren't keeping it in their actual physical stores like they used to. If you need a large amount of cash, and a large amount in their eyes, may not be a large amount in our eyes or your eyes, but in their eyes, then you got to order it, and that is annoying. And that is actually part of why you'll see here in a little bit in this video why I'm changing up how we deal with generic silver. But I mean, it's a great question. I know these types of questions get posed on YouTube and social media all the time. The big bad government's out there trying to take away our cash. I don't buy into that. The government makes the cash. They make hundreds of millions, probably, I don't even know, billions of cash dollars every year and flood the market with it. So I don't think there's any way they're going to take it out of circulation. Also, the government's what makes most of, the United States government makes most of the gold and a lot of the silver that we deal in too. So it's not like they're going to take that away. They need us to buy it and use it and make money off of it. So they can get money because they want our tax dollars. So I don't buy into any of that, to be honest with you. I don't get down on that. I don't look at the negativity of it. I think it's just fear mongering that a number of channels out there do just to get clicks. That's just my opinion, though. Steady Stacker 43 asked, off the wall question. Have you guys ever noticed that the older gold maple leafs don't ping at all? I'm talking the 1979 through early 90s. I have some I got through AppMax years ago and noticed not too long ago that they have no ping at all, just a thud. Yeah, it's actually all maple leafs, I will say, are like that. I never like using the ping test on anything that's 999. I think you can get different results from it, even on the same coin. So the ping test is a very, very, very valuable tool when it comes to verifying mixed metal coins. So if you come into my shop and you see me buying gold eagles or Krugerrands, or also silver dollars like Morgan and Peace dollars, you'll see me ping test them real quick because that is a true blue identifier for those mixed alloy coins. I don't like using that as a test for 999 metals though, because yeah, you can get these weird thuds. You can just get different results, and it can actually cause a level of confusion there. So definitely yes, on maple leafs, yes, you get that thud, Buffaloes, you can get differing results on that on the gold buffaloes. So it's just on 999 metals, I don't like the ping test. On mixed alloy metals, it's a very invaluable tool. All right, so great question, great observation. Last but not least, Lee Glass R6D asked, this is a great question, and this is something that pops up in our shop weekly. He asks, he or she asks, if a dealer has a numismatic coin listed for a certain price, is it offensive to ask for a better price? His example was a foreign gold coin. So, is it offensive to ask for a better price? Well, I guess that would be dependent upon whether that specific dealer takes it as offense or not, and also probably like what you're asking in the way of a better price. I personally very rarely, if ever, discount my listed price on our coins that we have here in the shop. And if you come into my shop and have bought those and have asked me to discount, you probably can testify to what my answer has been. And I usually stick to that. Sometimes if a coin has been sitting there a long time, maybe you can discount it a little bit, but whether it's offensive to the dealer, that it's going to go down to the dealer temperament. I know one dealer that flips out, like absolutely flips out when people ask for a discount. I know other dealers that assume that you are going to ask for a discount, and so therefore they just mark their prices up higher. So instead of having a coin that should be listed for $100 out in their trade, they'll list it for $120 because they're assuming you're going to want to try to negotiate on it. And at the end of the day, they still get the right money. So I don't do that. I just price the coin at what I think it should sell for. And then if somebody wants to buy it, great. If somebody doesn't want to buy it, okay. It'll be there for the next person. The question that I get asked in the shop, and it's kind of how this person here worded it. Let's say I got a coin out for $100, and the person will be like, well, can you do any better on that coin? So straight face, without missing a beat, my response is, yeah, absolutely. I'll sell it for $120. And they'll be like, oh, wait a minute, that's not better, that's worse. I'm like, it's better for me. So it's kind of like, hey, buy the coin, don't buy the coin. Do I take offense to it? No, not at all. But I'm the type of guy that when I go shopping for whatever it is, it doesn't matter what it is, if I want to buy it for the sticker price, I just buy it. I don't negotiate. The way I look at it, you come into a shop, and it doesn't matter what it is. Obviously we're a coin shop, so we can talk about coin shop. And then, you go to the Publix around the corner, or Home Depot or Walmart, and obviously no one asks for a discount when you go into the grocery store. Hey, I know this gallon of milk is $4.50, but hey, grocery person, can we do a little bit better on this? So why come into a small business? I mean, if you're not willing to ask a multi-billion conglomerate chain or industry for a discount, why would you ask a small mom and pop operation for a discount, regardless of what it is? It's whether it's a coin shop, your auto mechanic, your dentist, whatever. So to me, that's how I approach it. The other day, for my mother's house, I put a brand new roof on it. I have a great working relationship with a company here that services the majority of my properties when there's damage. And I call them up and I say, hey, this is Brian. I need a new roof on this address, and let me know what it's going to cost. They came back with a quote. It was like 13 point whatever thousand. And I say, okay, no problem. Go ahead and do it. And I don't try to negotiate with them. That's their price. I'm okay with it. I'm not going to spend time shopping around trying to get somebody to do it for a couple $100 less. I know they're going to do it right. I know they're going to do it in a timely manner, and they're going to be professional about it. And that's what matters to me. So that's the mindset that I take when I'm out shopping for whatever I need to purchase. And it's just like I used the car example the other day. I just, when I need to buy a car or want to buy a car, I just ask the dealer, what's the one number? I just want one number. What is it? If it makes sense for me, I just buy it. I don't sit there and try to haggle with the person or negotiate. If it's the number that I feel is right, I just buy it. And so I would recommend that going into a coin shop or a baseball card shop or your auto mechanic, whatever. If the price makes sense for you to buy that coin or get your car serviced at that shop, do it. If it doesn't, move on to the next shop or the next mechanic or whatever it is. So that's how I approach life and when I'm transacting, if you will. But back to the original question, is it offensive? I personally don't take offense. I know one guy that will go flip his lid when the customers do that, and it's kind of funny, but it's obnoxious too at the same time, but he just cannot handle it. So yeah, some dealers definitely take offense to that. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. And the thing is that I think it comes back to the whole thing, like you would never go into Home Depot or your local grocery store and ask for that. But come into a small mom and pop shop who doesn't have the financial resources and then ask for that. I can see where that can become insulting. But personally, I just kind of let it slide off my shoulder, if you will. Don't really take too offense to it. But again, that's per the dealer. All right, so yesterday on May 31st, I did a flash sale here in the shop in which we sold generic silver bullion at the spot price of silver, and for cash only, live in the shop. We're not shipping it. We didn't ship it. We didn't take any wire transfer orders. We didn't take any Zelle payments. It was strictly cash. So and on Saturday we were open 8 a.m. to noon. We sold 513.75 OZT of generic silver that day, which is definitely a significant amount more than our average day over the last, probably for all of 2025. Now we've had days where people come in and bought a box or two at a time, so obviously excluding those outliers, selling 513 ounces of generic silver was definitely a significant number above what our average has been as of late. Now we bought 881.75 ounces, so we still took in about 360 ounces more than we sold, and that 881 ounces of generic, that's kind of close to our average and what we take in on a daily basis. We usually, that may be a little bit below average, we're usually at least taking in 1,000 ounces of generic silver every single day. And that is that's a good thing. That's what we're here to do. We're paying the spot price of silver minus $1 per ounce on generic silver. I'm going to continue doing that. But what I am going to do is change up how we are selling generic silver moving forward starting tomorrow, Monday. And I think a lot of you guys and gals are going to find this exciting and fun. I get criticized online often because I say silver is dead. And I think silver is largely dead at the retail level. But dead is, a subjective word too. Your opinion of dead is versus my opinion could obviously be widely two different things. So what I'm going to do is I am going to try to prove myself wrong. And so moving forward here at Vermillion Enterprises, this is referring to generic silver only. And tomorrow when we do our premiums video and our premiums and inventory update video, which we try to do every Monday, it will go through this again in case some of this is confusing for you guys and gals out there, which it might be. So, but I'm going to try to make it as clear as I possibly can. Okay, so we have been buying generic silver at spot minus $1 per ounce. Spot minus $1 per ounce. We're going to continue doing that. That is not going to change. So don't worry there. We're going to keep buying it at spot minus $1 per ounce. So what does that include? That includes 1 ounce rounds. That includes 5 ounce silver bars. That includes 10 ounce silver bars. It includes kilo silver bars, 100 ounce silver bars, and anything in between. I don't have any hundreds in the shop right now, or I would show you that. Also includes 1 ounce bars. So that is not going to change. Now, if you've been coming to my shop or watching our videos as of late, you will notice that we have been selling the generic silver at the spot price of silver plus $1 per ounce. So, and we're going to continue doing that at the, we're going to plus $1 per ounce. I get screwed myself up there for a second. We're going to continue doing that with accepting the payment of Zelle or a wire transfer. We're no longer taking checks, but if you want to pay by Zelle or wire, we'll continue to sell generic silver at the spot price of silver plus $1 per ounce. Now, we're going to start selling it at the spot price of silver too, if you pay by cash or gold scrap. So moving forward, if you want to buy generic silver, we're going to sell it here in the shop at the spot price of silver at spot. Whatever the spot price of silver is when you come in, that's what we're going to sell it for if you pay by cash or gold scrap. We're no longer taking checks. We're taking, here's the forms of payments that we do take. Cash, gold scrap. Those will, if you want to buy generic silver, you can buy it at spot here in the shop. If you want to pay by Zelle or wire transfer, that's no problem. That's going to be the spot price plus $1 per ounce. So if hopefully that makes sense. I'm going to go over this again tomorrow in our premiums video and make it very clear, hopefully clearer, because I know I just stumbled a little bit there. So moving forward, on 1 ounce rounds, 5 ounce bars, 10 ounce bars, kilo bars, and if I have hundreds in the shop, well, I don't right now, if I do, and then 1 ounce bars. If you want to come into the shop and buy them via cash or gold scrap, we're going to sell it to you at the spot price of silver. Now, if you want to come in and you want to buy it and pay for it by Zelle or wire transfer, no problem. We'll still sell it to you. That's no worry. We'll still take those forms of payment, but it will be sold to you at the spot price of silver plus $1 per ounce. So hopefully that's clear, and we'll go over that again for you tomorrow morning in our Monday morning video. But here's the one I think is going to be the most exciting for you guys and gals. So I have been burning massive amounts of generic silver that's come in across the counter for basically the last 6 months, like thousands of ounces every week. I've been sending it to the refinery. So I'm going to try something a little different here. I'm going to try to sell it here in the shop. So this is all the off-quality material. This is all the onesie-twosie stuff that I can't make full tubes of. Some of it's retail friendly, but it comes in, 5 maple leafs at a time, or 12 buffalo rounds at a time. It's not stuff I can make retail friendly tubes out of. So it goes into the bucket, and that's the stuff that I've been melting. And anything that's off quality, whether it's 1 ounce, 5 ounce, 10 ounce, anything that's ugly goes in that bucket. Anything that is just partial tubes that I can't make solid tubes out of goes in that bucket. And that is what this is right here. So there's probably 200 to 300 ounces of generic silver in this bucket that was scheduled to go off to the refinery. Now, I'm going to attempt to sell this here in the shop. So how are we going to do this? You're going to, I think, love this, guys and gals. So we are going to accept cash or gold scrap for this material only. That's all we're going to accept on it. We're going to sell it for the spot price of silver minus 50 cents per ounce here in the shop only. This is going to be cash or gold scrap, and there is going to be at least a 30-ounce minimum order. So you come in the shop and say, hey, Brian, let me get one of those 30-ounce packages. Or, hey, can I get 50 ounces? Or whatever, however many ounces you like. That's fine as long as it's at least 30 ounces. You will pay the spot price of silver minus 50 cents per ounce for this material. Paid for by either cash or gold scrap. We are not accepting Zelle payments on it. We are not accepting wire transfers on it. We are not shipping it. This is going to be an in-the-shop only scenario. So, and what are you going to find in here? You're going to find all just the randomness that comes out into the shop from people who have been stacking over the years, collecting onesie-twosie stuff, or it could be all milk spotted or toned up or just ugly. All right, and so it's all going to be 999 silver though, and it could be any size. So so when you come in and say, hey, Brian, let me get 30 ounces of that, I'm literally going to reach my hand into the bucket, pull 30 ounces on it, verify out of the scale on the scale, and it is what it is. You could have a mix of various size bars and various size rounds. It is 100% dealer's choice, but you will be able to buy generic silver at the spot price of silver minus 50 cents here in the shop, paid for by cash money only. That's United States cash too. Don't be bringing me no pesos, and or scrap gold. All right. So I think this should be a very interesting experiment. And also, you know what? If this flops, I will be able to categorically say to any naysayer out there that silver is dead. So, because where are you going to be able to buy generic silver at spot minus 50 cents per ounce? And I'm not talking about that 99 silver shot crap that's floating around. I'm talking about actual minted, processed 999 silver. Each one of these pieces has been verified by Sigma machine, made sure it's diamagnetic, made sure it weighs right, and also what else? Oh, and also to make sure that it reads exactly what it's supposed to be. Everything in here says the weight and the purity. Here's a Milky Kruger end, for example. That's one thing that's in the bucket. Here's a scruffy fleur-de-lis 10-ounce bar in the bucket. Here is some Gramco 1-ounce rounds in the bucket. Here's scratched up maple leaf in the bucket. So you're going to be able to get sovereign material in here. You're going to be able to get generic bars and rounds. So there's not going to be any American Silver Eagles in here. We save those for a different SKU. But this is all going to be generic and foreign material that is not retail friendly, material that I can tube up and sell as retail friendly stuff. So moving forward, we're going to be selling this random off-quality generic silver at the spot price of silver minus 50 cents per ounce, live in the shop, minimum order of 30 ounces. That's going to be cash or gold scrap paid for. So hopefully you guys and gals will enjoy that. Hopefully it moves this material around. And also I'm going to say, this is not an unlimited amount. This is the material that comes in across the counter. This lasts as I have it. As I sell out, I sell out. It'll be replaced. But if you come into the shop and I've already sold what's in the bucket, I mean, it's out until I can get it replaced. It's just like the off-quality American Silver Eagles. This is not material I stock. It's just stuff that we buy across the counter. As it goes, it goes. All right, so hopefully that makes sense for everybody, and hopefully it'll be a way for you guys and gals to stock up on some cheap, stackable precious metals. That's what I'm hoping for. And one of the reasons why I'm doing the 30 ounces minimum order is that will get you, keep you north of the $500 sales tax threshold here in the state of Florida. And also, it just makes it worthwhile for everybody, including myself. So just remember, 30 ounce minimum order while supplies last, spot minus 50 cents per ounce on this schlock. That is what I have been sending to the refinery. Paid for by cash or gold scrap only, guys. Not taking a wire on this, not taking Zelle payment on this. We're not taking trade on with other materials. We stopped taking checks a while ago, so we're not taking checks at all anymore. All right, so why am I doing this? Well, two reasons. One, as I mentioned earlier in the video, the banks are not stocking cash like they used to. So this is my attempt to organically replenish my cash supply, because at this point, getting it out of the banks is getting to be annoyingly tough. And I don't think that situation is going to get any better. This isn't, that's not government oversight. That's not anything other than the banks don't want the risk of having it in their shop. Hold on a second. And I understand that. So, but that's what we're dealing with right now as an industry. And so we just have to operate within that scope of what's going on. And that is how I am going to hopefully try to replenish some of the cash supplies organically. Second reason why I'm doing this. Unfortunately, we lost another package this week. A package that we shipped out to a retail customer was cut open, the contents removed, and then taped back up and delivered. And so we've had another financial loss here at Vermillion Enterprises, which is getting to be too annoyingly commonplace. So I'm trying to minimize the amount of material that I'm putting out into the couriers, because there's just so many thieves and fraudsters that are operating within the couriers, and it's all three of them. One is not better than the other. It's a goddamn mess right now. A friend of mine, I'm not going to get into the details, but a friend of mine who is a dealer in Central Florida, he has lost 2 packages this week that were incoming to him, just completely outright stolen from him by FedEx couriers. And it's just a mess. It's just a mess. And so I'm trying to minimize the amount of material that we're shipping out there. So this is material. The stuff that I'm selling 50 cents back now is material that I was shipping, and so I'm going to try just doing my best to try to get away from shipping as much as I possibly can. So that's what we're doing in an attempt of here. So I hope you guys and gals enjoy the rest of your weekend. I hope you had a great weekend. Saturday was a great day for us and turned out to be a nice day and last night. So we got a ton of mowing done. So that was awesome. And so I came in this afternoon after taking a nap because I'm an old man, and decided to work in the shop for 2 or 3 hours here to get ready for the week, which I think is going to be banging. And I hope you enjoy this video, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and we will see you tomorrow morning for our premiums and inventory update. I hope you guys enjoy your night. See you later.